Hey, beautiful. Welcome back to Release Your Inner Power and Boost Your Week with Ignited Decisions. I'm your girl, Shauna B, your life reinvention coach, your hype woman when you need it the most, and a friend who's going to tell you the truth, but in a way that lifts you up and not tears you down. So today we're diving into something I get asked all the time. What is the trick to feeling happier? To get my energy back, to actually feel good again. And friend, I've got you. I have got you. Because this episode, it's for every woman who's lying in bed at night wondering, where did that person go? Who am I? For the mom running on fumes, for the boss lady who is like crushing it, but then feels all crushed inside. The woman that's just done with the pressure to be everything and do everything to everyone and is over it. Let's talk about the real secret to a happier, healthier you. And no, it's not another green smoothie or waking up at 5 a.m. unless that works for you and you rock it. Okay? Because here's a truth bomb. It's not about hustling more. I want to be real with you. Most of us grew up thinking, to be healthy, to be happy, we had to do more workouts, more discipline, more hustle, more. But what if I told you the real secret is in doing less of the wrong things and more of what actually lights you up? We have been programmed to believe that happiness is on the other side of the to-do list. Just if I get this done, just if I check this off, then it's going to come, right? But friend, happiness is an inside job. It's an inside job, and it starts with permission. Permission for yourself to rest, permission to say no, permission to take up space and feel your feelings. Yeah, feel your feelings and choose you, because the happiest, healthiest version of you, she's already there. She's already inside. She's just been buried under the shoulds and the guilt and the expectations and the burnout. But she's there. Are you ready to let her out? How do we uncover her? How do we get her out? How do we release her, right? So let me drop you some 3 C's that I share with my coaching clients when they feel stuck, okay? Number 1 is clarity. If you don't know what you want, girl, you're going to keep chasing what everyone else wants for you. Take 10 minutes, just 10 minutes this week, and ask yourself, maybe journal about it. You know me, I'm a big journaler. I push for journaling because it gets a lot of things out. For clarity, what does happy look like for me right now? What does healthy feel like? Not look like, feel like for me. So you do both, right? What does happy look like for me right now? And get really detailed about it. And then what does healthy feel like for me? Now, journaling this out, even if it's like messy notes or jotting something down or just dumping it all and then trying to make sense of it later, is a game changer. You cannot take intentional, authentic, aligned action if you do not know where you're going. You'd be like flinging around like a ping pong ball and not really sure. And then be like, I don't know. You want to know where you're going, right? So clarity, notice what you're noticing. 2, compassion. So this is a huge one. You cannot shame yourself into growing. You can't talk to yourself and then get better on the other side. You got to talk to yourself like you would talk to your best friend or like you would talk to your daughter, right? If you're tired, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I am so lazy, I must really need to take a break or some rest. So let me pause and see what I actually really need here. Because the healthier, happier you doesn't talk to herself, doesn't bully herself, doesn't break herself down. She listens to what she needs. Number 3, consistency. And this can be in small doses. We're not talking making leaps here, okay? It's not perfection. It's not everything or nothing. It's about little teeny daily choices. It's about slowing down the small things, drinking water, turning off your phone for 30 minutes earlier or 30 minutes, period. Saying no when your gut tells you no and saying no. That's power. That's reclaiming your life one small little moment at a time. Now, here's where most people fall off when they're trying to change all these things and implementing them into their life, adding them in, and actually being able to use it. Okay. So we get pumped up when at certain times in our life, when we are listening to podcasts or, life just happening, laundry, kids, emails, I don't know, stress. And then boom, we're back in survival mode, just like that. Right. So let's make this real. Right. Here's how you can actually use these C's or these things that I just shared with you in action in your week. Okay. So clarity in action, clarity that you can actually do. So pick one area of your life to like pick and zoom in on. Okay. Just one. It could be your morning routine. It could be working on your relationship. It could be something to do with your health where it's like movement or food or something like that. Okay. And what would make this 10% better? What would make it next level for you? You're not reinventing everything here, okay? You're just nudging it a little forward, sticking a toe in, maybe taking a step, just a little tiptoe, okay? And then taking that step. Now, to practice and take an action with compassion is choosing some type of power phrase, mantra, affirmation, something that can really get you, like reset and going. For example, I'm allowed to rest and rise, progress over pressure. And then having those little power statements and writing them down either on a sticky note, have them on your phone, have them on a piece of paper around your desk, just somewhere. I don't care. Write it on your mirror with the dry erase marker. Say it out loud. Say it when your brain starts spiraling, when you start getting stuck, when you start getting frozen. Say those things to yourself. Release that for yourself, right? Making consistency easy, the third one, making it easy during your week. So pick one thing that you do daily and then literally for 5 minutes, like 5 minutes of stretching. You want to do that. I want to add stretching in. So 5 minutes of stretching daily. If you want 5 minutes of silence, hello, who doesn't want that? 5 minutes of silence, of nothing. How about 5 minutes of writing what went well during the day or what you actually have accomplished, the little things, right? This is building trust with yourself and showing your brain that you keep promises to yourself, even if they're little teeny tiny ones, right? So let me leave you with this, girlfriend. You don't need a new year, a new big moment, anyone else's permission to start over, start fresh, take the next step, do the thing. Okay. You can do it right now. You can do it in your car. You can do it in the kitchen. You can do it on a walk. The secret to a happier, healthier you is simple. Choose yourself in small moments over and over again. Not because you're broken, but because you're worth it and because how freaking good can this get? You've done hard things. You've survived seasons that would have crushed other people. Now it's time to live, to be happy, to breathe again, to level up, to rise up, right? Let's do this. If this episode hit home for you, I want you to do some things. I want you to do some things. Send me what hit home for you. Send me what you got clear on, what changed for you, what spoke to you. What's your power statement? And if you're ready to go deeper, come join Empower Her community where we take these tools that we're talking about and we turn them into action with accountability and love every time we come together and meet as a group. It is amazing, magical conversations with support. There's so much goodness in there. If you're looking for that, send me a message if you want more information, or head on over to my website and click on more information about the community. You are not alone. I am cheering you on. I am cheering you on. I am your hype girl over here, and you better believe that we are just getting started. So until next time, stay bold and stay true to you, my friend. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, learned something new, or got some gems to take away that will boost your week. I release a new episode each week, so make sure to click that follow button to not miss what is coming next. If you love the show or want to share a story, send me a quick message. I love hearing from listeners. If you know someone who needs this episode in their life, go ahead and share it with them. I'm sure they would love you for it. If you are looking to connect more, check out the show notes for all the social links, my website. I would love to hear how this episode helped you and what you loved about it. If there's a topic you want to hear about, send that too. All right, ladies, now is the time to release your inner power. Are you feeling like you're behind or something's off, or you've tried to do something new and you just can't get on that wagon? You just keep falling off? Guess what? You're human and life doesn't follow a perfect timeline. Maybe the year didn't start the way that you hoped. Maybe your goals got buried under real life stuff. But here's the truth. You're allowed to begin again anytime you want, whether it's July, September, December, January. Progress doesn't have a deadline. That's why now is the perfect time to join Empower Her. We meet you where you are, help you build momentum, and remind you that you don't have to do this alone. There's still so much time left. Let's make it count together.